Rory and Maul.
And then Academics had a piece of it. We're also going to talk about J.Cole's album. And we're also going to mention the information of the day.
Split in the bag together. So when you get the money, you know you got this much money. Okay, how are we going to split this up? You know, the workload and the money. So, My Fans Only. I think you wanted to talk about My Fans Only. You're about to start.
The homie over here wanted to start Fans Only. Yeah, he was like, somebody said, like, why pay for OnlyFans when there's porn? I don't remember who the fuck said it, but it's like... Come on, Pops. Don't do me like that. But... Gentlemen, let's get this thing started, man. What is Gucci Manucci's? Welcome to another episode of the Half Court Podcast. This is the revamp, you know what I'm saying? I got AV right beside me, and we got a new member. We got my guy, Marco. Yo.
Marcos,
my
Marcos,
bad. We got to find a nickname, man.
He let him in the team. He don't even know his full name.
We got to find a name, man. But Marcos, man, shout out to him. He reached out to us. He listened to one of our podcasts where we were like, man, if we can find somebody that's willing to help us, you know, want to be an intern from the Half Court Podcast, feel free to hit us up. He listened to that episode. He was like, hey, I'm that guy, man. I got y'all. So, Marco, introduce yourself, man, and tell the people what you got going on so they can kind of know you.
Well, I'm a photographer, but also I am a graphic designer as well. So, I mean, I kind of do both on the side. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, when you do also barber stuff too?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
you
do
mentioned
that too.
Yeah, so
I'm kind of doing everything, you know?
Yeah, so yeah, shout out to you for that, brother. What do you like to do on your time off, man?
Well, mostly I try to, you know, work on what, let's say, try to, you know, put myself out there because, I mean, you know, you never know, there's more opportunities out there for yourself, you know, so I put myself out there. Oh, I try to at least.
Yeah. And so, what got you, you know, like saying like, all right, I'm gonna hit these motherfuckers up and I'm gonna join this crazy madness and shit?
Well, I was like, you know, like I saw the podcast and then I was like, well, man, it's gonna be fun. So I was like, you know what? If there's like more opportunity out there and we can get ourselves out there more, you know, like get more views and more subs and, you know, basically help people out, then I think that's a good idea, you know. So why not?
Hell yeah, man. And that's much appreciated, man. I think you know, when we do these revamps, you know, we're going to definitely be us three, just talking our shit, just, you know, getting it, you know what I'm saying? And Marco's here to help us with the marketing and just ways to improve because we want to keep bringing the quality to you guys. So y'all stay tuned for that. It's a lot of fire.
We needed a younger vision.
So. We needed the younger vision because I think it's well balanced right now. And, you know, it's going to keep growing. So what's up with you, bro?
Nah, shit, bro. I've been chilling. I've been cutting hair. Cutting a lot of hair at the barbershop and just doing different things, man. Trying to stay at peace. That's really the biggest one. Yeah, I'm actually sore as fuck right now.
Man, bro, it's a difference, bro. It's crazy how you can fucking get to that level of like losing weight and fucking, cause bro, I looked at the fucking ad we did and you look fucking round, bro. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy now. It's like,
and I can get fat quick, so that's crazy, bro.
It's crazy.
I gotta stay focused because I can get back in like a month and a half, 2. I'll get fat again. That shit's crazy.
You know, it is crazy, man. So, yeah.
I've been staying active, bro. That's really been the biggest thing is just keeping my mind busy on positive things. And just trying to get this barber license because I failed the test, bro. So
you did?
I passed the practical, but I didn't pass the written, so. I've been just studying on this app that I got and trying to use the best do the best of using my time because I would find myself a lot of times like at the shop I'm sitting down or I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So I can just study different shit.
Is it like hard in a sense of like they're confusing questions? Or let them young barbers know, brother.
It's a curriculum basically, so the book is like 21 chapters. So you're looking at like permanent waves, different hair texture stuff, like color. There's a chapter on chemistry. There's a chapter on electrical stuff. That's
a lot, huh?
Yeah, like you kind of you got to know a lot of little dates and just little things that it's kind of like the driver's license. Like if you didn't read that book, you're not gonna pass it most likely.
It's a lot of things that really, as a barber, like sometimes you know we don't think about. Like a lot of people think it's just cut hair and that's it, but there's a lot more to it. You know, there's taking care of your machines, making sure like you know that you notice the skin types and sensitive skin, and you know it's a lot of shit that goes.
And then once you get in the barbershop, like you have to know just how to deal with people too, because we're on 29th, May and 29th, so that's like you see all kinds of people. Sometimes people come in there that are on drugs. Sometimes people come in there that are on edge and shit.
Dude, I saw your story, man.
Like, man, it's
active.
wild. Like,
it is. It's like a jungle.
On Saturday, the homie DR was about to get in a full fight in there, basically. Like, somebody came in there, tried to G-check them, and they went back and forth. So, like, me and Steve had to figure that out. And so there's a lot of shit going on that you just have to know how to handle. To be honest, all the stuff at school is kind of some bullshit. But yeah, being in a barbershop is some shit.
Yeah, like especially over there in the South Side, it's a lot of action going on. You got to be on your toes, because if not, shit, you'll get eaten by them lions, man. But hell yeah, bro. Hopefully, you know, you get it on this second time and shit. You got to pay for that.
Yeah. So basically, this is the way it works. Like, since you asked, it's 1,500 hours, so you have to go to school. Usually, you got to pay, I don't know, from like $4,000 to $12,000 in tuition, and then after you do those 1,500 hours, then you have to go enroll at the state board to take your test. So they'll give you a date. You get that over the mail. You go take the test. So it's like the practical and the written at the same time. You have to take all your shit labeled, and it's like very detailed. If you miss anything on there, then they don't even let you in the building. So I'm glad I passed that part, because that was some bullshit. Like,
yeah.
So after you do that, either you pass or you don't, and then you have 3 tries. So I got 2 more.
Wait for.
So what happened if you fail?
You got to go back to school for 200 hours for review.
Oh, damn. If you fell again twice.
So, like, if, let's say you're in the perfect scenario where you have the money for the tuition, or FAFSA was paying it, you have all that money, and then you have some money saved up, that's like the perfect scenario. Because you're basically going to have to be at school from 9 in the morning to 5 p.m. It's like a full-time job for 10 months. If you can do that, you'll finish it in 10 months. I didn't do that, so...
That's hard.
It took me like 2 years.
Because think about it, you know,
some shit.
Your average person that's working a job is actually, you know, have to work at that time, that 9 to 5, that 8 to 4.
So think about this. This is basically what I had to do. Like, on top of all the payments I already had, like my car payment and all this other shit, I quit my job, and then I fucking threw another payment on myself, because it was like $500 a month that I had to pay for school. Because they broke it down in payments or whatever. So I quit my job, and I threw another payment on top of that. So
you quit your job and got to get in debt even more.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Jesus. But it worked out.
Yeah.
It was stressful as fuck, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
Started smoking Newports and shit.
Fuck. that was a roller coaster, bud. But shit pays off, man. I feel like those are the tests that, you know, God and you know, they
bro,
put
you have
through.
to pass those to make it in the. If not, I wouldn't be able to be in the shop right now. You know, like basically when you finish school, they give you a permit. So until you pass the test, you're good to be working. And blessed, bro, because like this time I got into it with my dad, like I was able to just hop right back in the shop and start making money. So
that's good.
That's a blessing for sure.
That's good, man. So. Let's get this episode rolling, man. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to talk about some stuff. You know, we're going to talk about the Joe Budden beef with, I don't know if it's with, what is it, Rory and...
Rory and Maul.
And then Academics had a piece of it. We're also going to talk about J. Cole's album. And we're also going to mention the information of the day and pretty much go from there and see where we at. You know what I'm saying? So let's start off with that, man. The Joe Budden thing. Are you guys up to date with that shit? What's going on there?
Honestly, I didn't even watch that.
Yeah, man, I've been watching a lot of shit about it, just because it kind of pertains to what we do, and I've been in situations like that before where you're working with business partners, and then you start out with a good vision, and then shit goes south, and you have to start all over or whatever, you know. So I've been in situations like that, so I can kind of relate. and then I've been watching both sides of it. I honestly think, man, that Joe Budden just has issues, bro. I really do think. I think Joe Budden has like ego issues and like personality disorder or some shit. Like, I think he may be bipolar.
Yeah.
honestly think he always has something to say. You know, like doesn't matter who it is. It's always someone. You know,
It could be the case. It's very interesting. You know, it's very interesting that after so many years, they fucking are going separate ways. But
And the thing is too that Mal was friends with Biggs, so Biggs was a part of Rockefeller, and Rockefeller, you seen what happened with Rockefeller. So Mal, like, he's been knowing that how the game is, you know. So he was just vulnerable, and he gave Joe the benefit of the doubt, you know. He thought he thought Joe wasn't gonna fuck him over, but Joe wasn't playing.
If anything, bro, let's get let's get our guy Alex on the line. He follows Joe Budden heavily, so I want to hear his opinion on this situation and kind of see what he thinks. So let me ring his line real quick. You know what I'm saying?
But from seeing both sides, I think I'm a ride with Rory and Ma on this one, man.
Hello?
Hey, what's up with you, bro? You can hear us?
Yeah, I can hear y'all.
Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate you for taking the time, man. What's up with you, man?
Not much, man. It's got work. What's up with y'all?
Nah, shit, bro. Just chopping it up, just talking our shit, man. We just wanted to get your intake, you know what I'm saying, on that Joe Budden situation. Kind of fill me in, because I know you keep up with Joe Budden, and I've been seeing shit, but I haven't taken the time to kind of, you know, see what's going on here. So just give us a little insight on that shit.
So when it came down to looking like this contract issues, it's kind of hard to explain all of it with the quick, but it's really what it comes down to. It comes down to money and Joe's ego. Kind of screaming at him type shit, being disrespectful. So when that type of stuff going on, then niggas start looking at the money, you know, and they start looking at other issues. So that's when it went downhill. And he wasn't really communicating well, I guess, what you could say.
So in a sense, what was happening is Joe was making more money than
he wasn't showing the accounting. Oh, and by the way, what's up, bro? I didn't even say what's up.
Bro?
I'm over here stoned as fuck. I had some edibles. I'm over here just fucking feeling wavy as shit.
Well, okay, let's say like this. So both Rory and Maul, the two co-hosts, their contract, basically what they make money off of, they make money off a percentage of what the podcast makes. So they weren't getting like a base salary. So their income wasn't like a set income. It was always gonna, go up or down probably on how much the podcast was making. So in saying that, since they got a percentage in the podcast, that means they get like, accounting, they get like all the numbers of what the podcast is making, so they can know how much they're making. So saying that Joe was kind of being weird about it.
He wasn't showing them what they were actually making and shit like that.
And to me, that's kind of like, it's not fair, because I think they're just as important than Joe himself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if anything, they should, you know what I'm saying, right? Like they should split it. You know what I'm saying? Like even.
The thing is that I think Joe is on that 48 Laws of Power type shit. That's basically what ended up happening. Like, he just played them niggas, basically.
Agreed.
Yeah, that's what everyone thinks. They think maybe he was trying to get them out the door anyway, and vice versa. Like, maybe they wanted to go anyway. So there's a lot of other behind the scenes that they ain't talked about yet. But Joe's looking kind of skeptical though.
Do you think the podcast is still gonna be doing what it was, or do you think it's gonna die down a little bit?
Oh, fuck no, hell no. I think that shit's gonna go down. I'll give it about to the end of the year. I think because he thinks he can just replace it with anyone, but you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always gonna be off if you just replace.
Did you watch their response?
Yeah, I actually did. I paid for it. They did like a little $2 thing. They put it up. I watched the response. That's basically all they said. Like, they've been asking for the accounting numbers and all the numbers, the finances basically for a couple years, and they never got it. And
then from what it looks like, Joe was basically telling them what it was and to their face, and they thought it was a joke. They thought that this whole time he was being sarcastic, but he wasn't being sarcastic. He was literally telling them to their face, like, this is my shit and y'all work for me.
Yeah, see, I don't think, bro.
That motherfucker did them dirty.
I'm saying, bro. That's fucking crazy. Like, and if you look at it, I mean, it's like you said, Alex. Like, it's an ego thing because when he went on that radio show, he, you know, had how he fired that lady out of nowhere, and like it was kind of weird and shit. You
like
know?
the common, like I think Charlamagne said it. The common denominator is always Joe. He's always
Fact.
So damn, that's so. Where do you think Joe goes from?
Even I think you're talking about Marissa Mendez. She was on the original host, like for 77 episodes. He fired her out of nowhere, like just out of nowhere.
And if you guys look, back at the,
Joe's very manipulated, you know.
Damn.
At the Hot 97 interview, that's really why Rosenberg and that girl were being a dick to Joe, because that's what they were saying.
Exactly.
They were saying that Joe never appreciates the people that truly love him. Like they're like, why do you always treat people like shit that love you? Like that doesn't make any sense. That's what Rosenberg was saying.
She said the other day, I watched the interview she did, and she said, Joe could convince you that your name is not your name. Like that's how manipulating he is. He's very good with words. Like he really can convince you of some shit and make you feel dumb and make you feel weird. When in reality, he's the one doing the shit. But I mean, that's what it comes down to. His ego got too big. He was yelling at them, acting different. They said the nigga was buying designer clothes and shit out of nowhere. Like, they were just confused on what the hell was going on.
Maul said, anybody that wear those type of hats, man, you know that they're changing.
Fact. Yeah, he started wearing designer hats and shit, and everyone was like, what the fuck? I mean, he has a personal driver. I mean, you gotta think about it. He has a driver. Like, what's the need for all that? Like, he just has a lot of.
He's being extra.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I would have a personal driver too. I fucking hate driving.
But I mean, you gotta think though. It's like if you got a personal driver, then your homie driving himself to, or just taking an Uber every day. Every time they do the pod, kind of look kind of skeptical. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Hell yeah. What's the deal with DJ Academics too? Because I've been seeing them around too. What's good with him?
Him and Rory have had this ongoing beef for a long time. Rory and the other co-host basically always said that, you know, DJ Academics was kind of like a punk, and they thought he was on drugs, and they would just say, you know,
Chatty Patty,
singing like really ballads. So he kind of went at them, and then Rory ended up, I don't know if it's for sure or not, but he says Rory showed up to his house and put like a card in the mailbox, put like a little joke on the card, trying to make it, you know, trying to threaten him in a way. And he was also tweeting out his zip code, like saying, you know, congrats on the new house. Because DJ Academics has just moved.
You got a mansion.
He got that bag. He got that bag. Shit.
Yeah, DJ Academics got that guap. So Rory, that's been going on for a while now, though. So him and DJ Academics going at it for a while.
Academics basically he was saying that they were employed, and that's what I think probably made them even more pissed, is that Academics has so many followers. So now he's painting that narrative that there were some fucking bums that Joe just like took off the street or whatever. So Academics is basically on Joe's side, and he's just trying to help his buddy out, I guess. Shit.
Yeah, no, but DJ Academics smart though. That's the thing. That's one thing he talks to Rory and all them about is, you know, Joe's trying to give Academics to go with him to do a bunch of things, but DJ Academics always told him like, no disrespect, but I just don't want to do business like that. I want to do my own business, get my own lawyers, my own managers, because Joe has a history of doing bad business. So you kind of got to tell the co-host, like, yeah, y'all got screwed, but, like, y'all knew what the fuck y'all getting into, you know?
It's like J.Cole said, what, fool me once, shame on me. I don't know the rest of it, but you ain't fooling me again. You know what I'm saying, motherfucker?
Shame.
That's true. They were kind of naive about it. But I mean, like they kind of said in the response, like that's like their brother. They didn't expect the nigga to do no weird shit to them, so they always just let shit slide. Cause like, oh, no, that's like our brother, like for real. So, I mean, like I said, you can be naive sometimes, just thinking people ain't gonna do shit to you, but then they will.
That shit's gonna bite him in the ass sooner or later. That's what I'm gonna tell you, shit. Cause
I mean, I think it is now though. I mean, I don't know what y'all think, but like, this is like the third or fourth time with some big shit like this going on with the company. They leaving them and bashing them, and then having issues with his friends. Like, it's starting to get bad for him. It looks like to me, I think.
Do you think Rory and Ma are gonna start their own podcast?
No, they both just talked about it. They don't really like podcasting. They just, you know, end up doing it with Joe, and it got big. I don't think they're going to, but they'll probably hop on other people's podcasts or something. But I doubt they'll do their own.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
It's
I think
a
they
lot of
should.
work. I mean, y'all know.
Yeah, I mean, I think they should. I mean,
And that was one of the things that a lot of people were saying, that Joe was basically the one putting in all the work and they were just showing up. So that's the thing, though. We never know what they actually discussed or what the deal really was, you know. So that's what sucks about that. Like, it's
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
if they didn't put it on paper from the gate, then that's really what.
Everything is, you know, up for grabs. Like, who's telling the truth? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those. But shit, we'll keep in touch on that shit. But hey, bro, I appreciate you for taking the time, man. Shit was lit. Good ass information.
Oh, of course, bro. And when y'all want me on again, let me know. I'll come back on there and we talk some shit.
Hell yeah, bro. I'll definitely holler at you, bro.
Take it easy, man.
All right, bro. Take it easy, bro.
But yeah, man, bottom line with that, I think is it comes down to communication, and that's with anything. Like, you got to lay the cards on the table just like we did. Like, we're going to do 50-50. So the TV, you put, you know, we split it down the middle. So at that point, I mean, how can we fuck each other over if we're both 50-50?
It tells you, bro, like money can really be, like, it can change you, because you see the big amount and you just start saying like, fuck, I want to get this bigger amount. And I need to find a way to finesse and give my other, people peers. Less. Yeah, and it's like, bro, if y'all making money, nigga, like, find a way y'all can scale it together. Like, why you being greedy?
That's what Rory was saying, that a lot of times he wanted to, like, let's say they got a check. He'd be like, man, let's give it to the camera people. Let's give it to that way they can be happy and we can all keep. And then Joe would be like, no, that's not how we're going to do it. And, you know, so basically Joe was kind of pimping them, and he was controlling where the money was going and everything. So, but that's what I'm saying, that we never know what the deal was. Mm-hmm. If that was just his podcast, and then, you know, the communication. So I think that's the biggest thing with any content creator. Like, if you guys are in a team, make everything clear, you know. Like with Marcos, when he came up here, we said, like, this is what we can offer you. If you're cool with that, then, you know.
I think that's what we've been able to, you know, to this day be.
Keep it 100. Like,
keep it 100. I think it's the clarity. So anything bothers you or whatever you think is unfair, be like, man, fuck y'all. I'm going to let y'all know this. Yep. Can we fix it? And we'll be like, all right, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always been.
Not bottling in and keeping anything bottled in, because that's what happened with them. Rory and Mal probably felt some type of way, and they were still just showing up because they were getting paid. So they were just showing up like, fuck it, we're still getting paid something, you know, like, but they weren't addressing how they really felt. Yeah. So that's all it is with that shit.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I think the bottom line is that, I mean, clarity is gonna, you know, take you a long way. Period.
And then another thing that people do say that we haven't even done is put everything on under. But I guess we haven't had no real deal. So at that point,
the moment we get a bag,
then you sit down and say, okay, well, what percentages?
Because I feel like it all goes down like what we were talking about the other day. Like, if you're doing, let's say, something like extra or whatever, and then we can just divide it and make it fair for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not going to be an issue.
Basically, what do they call it? Splitting the bag together. So when you get the money, you know, you got this much money. Okay, how are we going to split this up? You know, the workload and the money. So you only want to do this. Okay, well, this is how much you get, you know, and I think that's really the best way to figure that out. And that's probably what they didn't do, is they didn't sit down and have that uncomfortable talk of, okay, so what, you know.
A lot of people, they don't want to face that uncomfortable talk, and it can happen. Like, and that's in general with family, business, friendship. Like, that uncomfortable conversation is something that
in relationships with girls. Like, if there's something, really, I think that's the biggest thing in relationships, is having those, being able to, at any point that you get bothered by anything, is putting it on the table. Because then that's what happens. Like, let's say your girl does something that you don't like, and then you just keep it in, and then down the line more things are going to bother you, and it's going to create like a domino effect, and you're just going to fucking explode and be like, I don't like this. That's to where you can just fucking say it from the gate, like, you know, and avoid a lot of bullshit.
It's one of those, but I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on that to see where they go and what Joe does, because it's looking bad on him right now. I'm going to tell you
He's looking crazy. He's looking really crazy. I don't know. Joe's going to be good, I think, man. I mean, if anything, he has so many plugs that he could probably do a show with academics, or he could bring people on the podcast. I don't know. He might be able to pull through.
Probably. Maybe.
We'll see. I'll keep an eye on it, but I don't know. I feel like he still could, but not like not as a big as I don't know. I feel like it's just like a lot of people are not gonna fuck with him.
Yeah, a lot of people know his true colors now.
Exactly. So yeah. The other thing I want to talk about is the J.Cole album. You know, off season, J. Cole's been going crazy. He played.
So what's up, man? Was he just he's running out of things to do? The titles are all fucked up. Like
They're like,
Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go live, bro, because I want to
this
get.
nigga just got bored and then was like, okay, I'm gonna put a space and a dot between every single.
He definitely made it different. You know what I'm saying? So let me go live here, and the topic of this live session is gonna be J. Cole fans. Or J. Cole, like, rate the album. And I don't want Marco in this bitch. Not you, bro. The other Marco, because he's going to rate that shit -0.
Okay,
he
so
a hater.
-0.
He a hater. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to lie. I probably won't listen to it again.
So we got Dylan in this motherfucker.
What up, Dylan?
All right, let's see. Rate. My fucking God, this autocorrection. Rate J.
What do you rate it, Marcos? Have you listened to it?
Yeah, I listened to it.
J. Cole.
I think I rated like a 8 out of 10, to be honest.
8 out of 10.
I mean, like,
we got Alex.
I feel like he could have had like
Xander
other
Taylor
than 21
Show.
Savage. I feel like he could have had some.
Yo, y'all rate J. Cole's new album. That's what we're talking about right now. Rate J.
I can't
Cole's.
hear you. This nigga over here is over.
My bad, bro. My bad.
I feel like he could have had like some other features other than 21 Savage. You know. I mean, that's what I think. In my opinion.
I like that Murray. He had
bro,
from Quicksand.
that track is hard. With 21 Savage, bro. 21 killed that shit. Let me see how.
But yeah, that 21 Savage feature one was.
And that's the thing. Why didn't he put who's on them? Because I can't.
Okay.
You got to know the name of the song, like. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't say feature.
Top Ben's in the
It doesn't-
motherfucking building.
It doesn't say the feature. You just gotta look for it.
Okay, so let's talk about it. All right, so mention track number 1. Go track by track and let's talk about it. Dylan says he hasn't heard it yet, bro. Get on it. Get on it. Hey, we ain't trying to get hit with that copyright, bro.
So what? You actually like know this? You listen to it that thoroughly? Like you actually know song by song?
So
I don't. And that's the thing. He didn't put the feature, so I wouldn't.
So the 95 South, is that the first one?
Yeah.
That one's hard. I like that one.
With Lil Jon.
Was it Lil Jon? Because he didn't put the features. So it's one of those. Like I listened to the album, probably like a good.
This is my thing with J. Cole. I was done after Born Center. After Born Center, I didn't listen to any other. Yeah, I was cool on J. Cole after Born Center.
Okay,
I mean, if I'm being honest, like
take your ass to play some basketball now, bruh.
I listened to like part of each song, but I didn't listen to it all the way.
So obviously the one with Lil Baby, that shit's a slapper just because when the transition between J. Cole spitting shit and then the Baby kicking in, that shit was hard. Like that was seamless. Like I'm listening to that shit, I'm jamming and it's like, oh shit. Like Lil Baby has, he got the sauce, bro. You know what I'm saying?
So which one's the best song out of it?
Born Singer is his best album.
Yep, see, that's what I was saying.
It was a Sinner?
Born Center.
Center, okay. Yeah, this one is good. Like I think it's number 1. I think Marco says it needs more features, but it shows you at the end of the day that J. Cole still got it.
J. Cole's not a feature artist though.
That's what I said. Like he got bars. Like he definitely got bars. But,
so what are we in life for? What are you gonna do?
So I was seeing here, so people can rate the album from a 1 to 10. What do you give it?
I gave it an 8. That's what I said.
Marco gave it an 8.
I'll give it like I said, I probably won't go back and listen to it ever again.
So what do you rate it then?
6.
A 6. Okay.
Like, I don't think it's gonna be a historic album that was going down in the books as a classic. Like,
Top Ben says a solid 10. He rates it a solid 10.
he sounds like he's I'm
a J. Cole fan. I'm a fanboy. Like I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna rate it a 7, just because it's one of those where like I can listen to it 1 or twice, but it's not like I'm gonna hop on your car and be like, bro, put that shit on. Like
we played
some
it at
J.
the
Cole.
shop and it wasn't slapping. I'm gonna tell you that.
It's one of those where like the thing with J. Cole, he's very lyrical. Like he's probably
you have to really sit there and listen.
The top, one of the
like
top.
Listen to that shit on your own time type shit.
So he's probably one of the top lyricism because he just got it. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of those where, it's
I would say he is the top lyricist.
You think?
Yeah, hell yeah. J.Cole, yeah, bro. His catalog is retarded. Like
Top 3.
But I think to me, I was done after Born Sinner. Like he had the warm up, and then he had some really classic fucking albums. But I don't know. I just don't think these
last albums has been more of like bars. Like I feel like when you come out with an album, you got to come with the bars and what made you and shit. But I feel like you also need to focus on.
He's getting older
one.
too, bro. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, that could be. He's like what, 36, 34, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, around there.
I think him and Kendrick are the best when it comes to lyrics.
Yeah, for sure.
And then OGC22 says he gives it a 9. Okay. Hell yeah. I mean, it's a good album.
Another thing is I've been liking like that retarded rap. You know what I'm saying? So
that
I haven't really.
That 6ix9ine.
Nah, you crazy. Nah, I don't know. I've been really liking like the Texas shit that's going on. Yeah. So
I definitely, yeah. So,
I think YoungBoy wasn't ready to for the realness. That's really what it is with J. Cole, is that he's talking about a whole bunch of real shit. So a lot of times we're not ready for it. Like it's like,
yeah.
If you're not really living like that, you don't want to listen to that shit.
Well, I think this album was more of to prove, like, I still got this shit.
That's the thing. I don't think J. Cole has anything to prove.
I know. It was just one, like, because he says, like, oh, if this album, like, or if this flop, I'm ready. If it goes up, I'm ready. It's like,
he doesn't give a fuck, basically, at this point. I already made it.
Yeah, exactly. So he proved, like, yeah, you still got it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
well, Forest Hill Drive was good, actually. I'm not gonna say that I didn't bump Forest Hills Drive a couple times, like back to back to back.
But
I was probably had that one in the car for a while.
He needs to make
It's hard to top, bro. Forest Hills Drive, Born Sinner, those are fucking epic albums. So
classics.
I mean, I don't know if you heard For Your Eyes Only, but I fuck with that album too.
That one's hard. KOD was okay. But For Your Eyes Only, man, I think one of my favorites is The Neighbors. That shit, just the way he narrated that shit was fucking and it's based off of a true story. And I agree with you, bro. I think if you look at J. Cole and the way he's able to put a story into a song, it's fucking ridiculous.
And I mean, on Born Sinner, he has a song with it's called I Let Nas Down. So basically, what he's telling you is like when he dropped that workout song, you know what I'm talking about, workout?
Yeah. That's
the one that kind of basically put him on a mainstream level. Nas was his favorite rapper. Like he says, Tupac and Nas were his favorite rappers. And when Nas heard the workout, he said that shit was trash. So somehow it got back to J. Cole. Like one of Nas people told him that. They were like, damn, Nas heard your shit, and he said that shit was trash, bro. Like you should have kept that
workout.
One. Yeah, like they were like, why did he do that? You know. So in that song, I Let Nas Down, he's explaining to Nas why he did that song, and he's saying that basically everybody kept telling him that he needed like a club banger, and
so I think that was a banger in general. Like workout.
Well, it was kind of corny, I guess that's what Nas was saying, but that's what J. Cole was saying in the song, that at the end of the day, like. That's what he had to do to get on. So, fuck it. Like that's what it is, basically.
That's what I was expecting J. Cole to come out with something like that's like you can bump anywhere, whether it's the club, the car. You know what I'm saying? He got it.
Because before that, I had heard the who that. That was on the radio a lot. But that was more like for workout was like all the girls were bumping it.
Right.
So that's what he needed to. Like blow the fuck up. So I guess the hip hop heads were kind of like, but in that song he tells you like this fool used to rip out like Nas's lyrics and hang them on his wall and shit. Like so this fool was like he would study the fuck out of rappers and shit.
Yeah, he was able to develop those skills, man. That shit is crazy.
His flow is crazy.
He hard with it, man. He hard with it. He definitely killed that shit. Like we were mentioning before, this 21 Savage and the Mariah one, that shit's hard. And
he's a smart guy too, so I think that's another thing that he's gonna be successful in other ways. Like I see that fool, like I don't know, helping kids, and I feel like he's gonna be big like that. Like
him and 21, bro, they make a good duo. No cap. They make like that. What
It's a
was
good
it?
contrast, huh?
A lot.
Yeah, a lot was hard, and then this one, bro, 21 Savage fucking killed that shit. Like,
Why do you think YoungBoy didn't show up to that session? Did you hear about that?
no, what happened there?
So I guess YoungBoy and J.Cole were supposed to have a studio session, and J.Cole's waiting for YoungBoy for like 8 hours, and YoungBoy finally texted him and was like, "I'm not gonna make it. Like, I'm not feeling it. You know, I'm not feeling the vibe and shit." So he didn't end up showing up, and
Man, that would have been epic.
But I think what it is like, YoungBoy wasn't ready to have that conversation with J. Cole or that, because YoungBoy is a hot boy, like he's on some. So and J. Cole is like your big brother that preached to you or some shit.
He did. Like, that's the thing with J. Cole.
I think that's what I think. I think YoungBoy was like, man, I don't know if I'm ready for this fucking therapy session right now. Like,
I think it's a must, because who knows if that therapy session would have kept YoungBoy out of jail,
Yeah.
Because if we look at Lil
So
Pump,
guys, do you think, down in the comments, do you think if YoungBoy would have showed up to that session, J. Cole would have kept him out of jail? That's the question there.
That's a good question. That is a good question, because it's like we can take the perfect example with Lil Pump. Lil Pump, they did an interview, J. Cole and Lil Pump, and you can clearly see that Lil Pump is not into that interview. It was a little awkward and shit. J. Cole's trying to give him game.
He's not trying to listen.
And he's not trying to listen, right?
It's like the dad and son conversation type
So
thing.
it tells you right now, if we compare numbers to numbers, J. Cole got it, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
J. Cole's a GOAT, bro. I mean, he's if you're in the rap game, you're gonna want to listen to J. Cole, because he did it right without any negativity, any bullshit.
and the fact that he wants to like help you out and give you game, like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that tells you a lot. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's the thing. Like, we always keep saying, you can only take the horse to the water. You can't make them drink it. Like, so no matter how many times you tell somebody something, if they don't want to take it in,
Yeah. So what is up with NBA YoungBoy and shit, and the memes with the fan base? Is it because his music is too aggressive? Where I see these funny ass memes and shit.
Yeah, I mean, have you listened to YoungBoy's shit?
I do.
And then he's just
always aggressive, always like.
Yeah,
He's
bro.
screaming in the mic, man.
He's always on edge. I think he has anger issues. He has.
Bruh,
I mean, he's going through it. Pretty sure.
Yeah, bro. He's been in the street since he was a little kid. Like, if you see pictures, you'll see him with Fredo Bang and G Money and all them. He was a little ass kid, like kicking it with grown fools, basically. So he has like 8 kids with 8 different girls and shit.
Bro, it's fucking insane.
I really thought he only had 2, to be honest.
Bro,
No, he has like 8. He's only fucking like 20 or 21 or something.
you get a little taste of that fame, bro, and you stick your dick anywhere, huh?
I mean, I guess so. That's what maybe he just wants to have a bunch of kids. That's what a lot of people do. They're just like, fuck it, I want to spread my DNA everywhere.
Oh no,
I can't do that. No, nobody.
Maybe he just likes to hit it raw, bro.
The homie,
Probably, yeah.
That's probably one, bro. 'Cause
the homie's philosophy. He said, I'm gonna have, because he's like 30 something. So he's like, I'm like, are you gonna have any kids, bro? He was like, yeah, bro, I'm about to start. And I was like, how many are you gonna have? He said 6. He was like, but they're all gonna be with. He was like, this is my philosophy. They're all going to be with different baby mamas. And I was like, why? And he was like, because look at it. If I have 6 with one girl, that means that she's going to have to pay attention to 6 different kids. Like, you got to split your attention in 6 different ways. So he was like, if I have one with 6 different girls, that means that girl is going to put all her love and thought into that one kid. So he's like, I'm just helping them out.
But what about
That's
him?
smart.
Though? He's gonna put his love.
That's
onto all
fucking
6
smart.
of them.
His child support's about to be fucked.
boy, but his tax return though.
He's gonna, for real, son.
Sheesh. Man, that is all that shit that's kind of smart though, if you think about it. Let me not get into it.
And I'm like, so how are you gonna see them? He's like, oh, well, my house is gonna be the house that they go to when they want to do reckless shit.
Do you think they'll ever come out with like where they put like a way where you can like put a switch in your balls and you're like, all right, I want to have a kid, so you flip that switch and then you
nigga.
bust all kinds of nuts.
Well, you can tie. What is it like?
Tie your nuts.
I guess
Or-
so. No, girls tie their tubes. I don't know what guys do, but
I think they take like a little nerve
and then
that
you're
creates.
done.
But yeah, but it's like
I had a dream that I shot blank. So I don't know.
You was going crazy.
I may have to go get myself tested, but I did have a dream one time that I was shooting blanks for some reason. So I don't know.
Maybe, I don't know. It could be one of those where it's like,
At what age are you gonna have kids?
I don't know, bro. It's weird because, to be honest,
I'm not
ready.
I think I'm gonna have kids within the next like 3 years.
I would say,
Because I don't want to be an old ass fucking.
I'm not ready to devote my attention. Like, I'm still like focusing on myself and the ego side of myself. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not ready to just shift that.
And give it to another
Yeah,
person.
because at that point, it's like, there goes my hustle and my dream. Like, I have to focus on my kid. I still can do it, but I feel like it's different, you know?
Yeah.
I guess whenever it happens, you know? But I'm
First, you just gotta find that girl that you're like, you know, I
All
guess
in
you're,
for.
or yeah, not all in for necessarily, but you know, she's gonna be a good mom at least.
that's key.
Because I think you never really know with the relationships if it's gonna fucking last forever. But
Yeah.
Especially nowadays.
We got the example with Drake and shit.
I think one thing to look at is like, is this girl gonna be a good mom? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's really all. If you think she's a bum bitch, don't even.
Bro, speaking
Don't
of
you
that,
do it.
we did, like, that video blew up, bro. Like, it blew up a little bit. It got 12K views.
Look at us.
About 50 comments. So we just need to keep putting that content out there. It definitely got people talking and shit. So that was good. But it's scary, bro. I mean, you talk about we really don't know what happened, but, you know, based on rumors and shit, an 8-year relationship was just out the window just because of an opportunity. So
Yeah, but that's what it is, though, man. I think it's just a matter of knowing, like, if Chris Brown is trying to snatch your bitch, he's probably gonna snatch her. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you can't do shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro,
Like,
get your money up or learn how to dance or something. Like,
yeah, bro. Or shit, take a percentage. Like,
or just take the L. How about that? Just go find another girl. Or
nah, bro. I'll be like, look, honey. Chris Brown is gonna snatch you for one night. That's it. He's gonna hit them walls. Try to get a contract, try to get a singing or a collab, whatever. Let's make some money off of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a businessman sometimes. Think about it.
So, My Fans Only. I think you wanted to talk about My Fans Only. You're about to start.
The homie over here wanted to start Fans
yeah.
Only. Yeah, he was like, let's talk about that. I mean, I think it's, I don't know. It's weird because it's like, we talked about it before too. It's like, why pay to see some random chicks?
So I guess My Fans Only now is different though. Like Madman Kevo's on there selling credit
depends.
repair and like telling people how to, different little hacks.
His is valuable, right? But a lot of, like, think about it. A female that doesn't have shit to offer but a good ass and a good body, then what do you think they're going to use their OnlyFans for?
Yeah. To be honest, my stance on that now is like, I don't know, man.
It's weird.
Everybody has to do what they got to do.
It's a hustle. I mean, at the end of the day, I don't knock on it, but
like strippers and shit like that. Like, I'm not paying their bills, so what the fuck am I doing judging them? Like, and that's with anything. Period. Like, if you're not paying anybody's bills or they're not, fuck it. What they're, that's what they do for their money is they do for their money. So
I don't know
if somebody's making a good living off of My Fans Only and they're feeding their kids and their refrigerator's full and their rent is paid, fuck what I gotta say. You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember who said it, but somebody said, like, why
J.Cole said it. Shout out to the house.
No, but somebody said, like, why pay for OnlyFans when there's porn? I don't remember who the fuck said it, but it's like,
Out of support, maybe.
out of support. I mean, porn, you get a lot more. You know what I'm saying? You get to see them walls and you get to see a lot more.
I'm not a big. I don't know. I never really been a big fan of porn. Like, I always feel dirty after I watch that shit. Like, it's just a weird feeling. Like, I don't know how I feel about
You
this.
still watched
shit.
a little bit of it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did,
I
but it
used to
wasn't
too.
like it didn't. It wasn't like
Right.
some people are addicted to that shit. Like, they gotta watch it
I know a few people.
bro. They gotta watch it every day type shit. Like,
It's crazy.
I mean, you look at Lamar Odom and shit, but
Lamar Odom was basically taking a
missing practice.
he was taking
To be
a
his
fine, bro. A fine. Like, they would find them when they were late to basketball games. So he was taking that fine to stay in the hotel room and beat his meat.
Like, crazy. And it's true, bro. Like, I feel like when you get to that certain, I guess, I don't know if it's age or maturity or shit, like, where you're like, you don't want that kind of energy. Like,
Yeah,
when you
nah.
watch porn and shit and you masturbate, it's like, damn, bro, you wasted that sexual energy on that shit when you could have just learned how to control that and convert it into something different. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing with sexual energy.
And then there's just a lot of bad things about porn. I guess like it'll
fuck up your brain to think that that's how regular people fuck when it's not. Like, I don't even think. And there's one video where this chick, I don't know, I think she's like, listen, I'm not gonna front here and say like, hey, this is a little rated R. You know what I'm saying? If you're under the age of 18, skip. You know what I'm saying? Skip this part. But anyways, you know, I don't. In my opinion, she said, in my opinion, like, I don't think 8 inches. I don't want that shit just ramming my walls and fucking it up. Like, it just not. That's, I don't know why and who thought this shit is cool, but I don't want you fucking up my guts and shit. So, like, this porn shit just fucks it up for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
The porn, the music, all that shit. I think it's what did Lil Wayne say? Why have an inch when you can have 10? Like, it's just dumb shit like that. Like, it's like that stereotype that the dude with the biggest dick is the manliest man, you know?
Yeah.
And
bitches want it, like, all the way.
It's just misinformation, bro. I think, you remember those classes that we had back in sex ed class?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I feel like we should have had those, but later on in like high school, because we had them young, like early on. So I feel like there should, you know,
I think
people need to learn more about sex and all that shit instead of going to porn for it. And
but I think the reason why, bro, is because at that age, we are curious. So I remember I had a math teacher, and we were in sixth grade. And shit, every time she would write,
you look at her boobs jiggle.
Her boobs and her ass would jiggle. And we'd be like, damn, bro, she fine as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those where, like, at that age, we're thinking about that shit. So it's like, we need to get as much information as we can, so that way we don't fucking
hear something. Or that's the thing too. It's scary about being a parent, that you never know. Like, there's some sick people out here, man. So.
Exactly. So we were talking about this today at work, actually, and it was pretty interesting. So I was like, damn, this could be a topic, you know, because, you know,
the sexual energy stuff.
Yeah, the sexual energy, you know, and a guy that's constantly at the club trying to hustle and get laid is going to have a hard time getting laid compared to somebody that pulls up to that same club in a Lambo. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of women are attracted to that shit. They're attracted to the they want to know how he got his fortune. And, like,
I ain't saying she a gold digger. She ain't messing with no broke nigga.
But it's one of those, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, it's crazy how they're attracted to that. Like,
and the thing is, I had this conversation with a friend, and she was like, "What do you mean you're red pill?" And then I was she didn't mean with that one, so I had to explain what the fuck. And really, what it is, man, it's like, yes, girl, it's common sense almost, man. Like, if you have nothing,
explain to the people that don't know, because there's some people that don't know what a red pill is.
Okay,
and
you
like to mention it a lot.
Let me Google it. So
and I would like to have
pill.
I would like to get a female's intake on this kind of topic when it comes to sexual energy.
I actually thought you got it from The Matrix, you know?
It's similar to that. I didn't get it from The Matrix, but it's similar. So, used to refer to a process by which a person's perspective is dramatically transformed, introducing them to a new and typically disturbing understanding of the true nature of a particular situation. So what that means is I understand the true nature of humans, period. Like, if I have nothing to offer you, then you're not going to be my friend. Kevin Gates said it, if you can't be used, you're useless. And that's with anybody. That's with your mom. That's with your dad. That's with your friends. That's with your girl. If you can't make your girl come, if she's probably going to leave your ass. If you know, she don't, if she don't make you come, you're probably going to leave her ass. So it's like, you just understand the true nature that.
You know, it's crazy because I was talking about that shit and I was like, you have to make sure your circle, you guys can benefit off of each other, whether it's information, self-development, something.
So at some point, I think the thing with the red pill community is that a lot of dudes are bitter. So that's why they're like, oh, I'm red pill. Like, a girl probably hurt their feelings. So now they're just like, fuck girls. They just want your money and they just want. But I think there is those girls out there that don't want your money, you know, because I don't know, in my
Probably
case,
just want sex, man.
like, what was that?
I said they probably just want sex.
That too, yeah. Like, it's just, yeah, I guess, there is those girls out there that don't need anything from you, but your company
that connection.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's one of those where.
So I don't know. I might transition to the purple pill.
God damn, you got a pill for everything, brother. But it is one of those where, like, think about it, man. If you think like the people that surround you, like, there's got to be something. You know, one is making you better at the gym. Mm-hmm. One is making you better mentally. One is making you better. You know what I'm saying? Like, emotionally, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have benefits. One is giving you the knowledge, one is being your mentor, like, and vice versa, you know? And I think that's how you you prepare yourself for success, really. That's what it is, you know? I feel like
you just got to put the people in there that make you feel good and that have, like, the best interest. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, I think over time, like, I've been fucked over a couple times, so I can see when somebody's just, like, using me, or somebody's actually, like, genuine about it, you know? So I think that's really the biggest thing with that, is just, knowing yourself and what you bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, that's when you're going to be insecure and start being weird and shit.
Yep. 100% agree, man. So, yeah, let's roll on to the next, you know what I'm saying? So we got the information of the day. This is going to be, when we do this kind of, these episodes, the revamps, we're going to come up with the information of the day, something that we might have probably read on the internet, read on some newspaper, or
some
fucking
gems.
learned today. Yeah, some gems, pretty much.
Jewels.
So, AV, you had one? What was it?
Okay, so when was it? Thursday, Friday? I forgot, but I woke up. My homie hit me up to go to the gym. I went to the gym, and then we're just chopping it up. I had a good morning already, and we had a workout, so I was gonna head to work. And I was like, man, this is dope. Like, I'm already, you know, it's barely 7:30 or something, and I already did a bunch of shit. And then he said, it's because you're doing shit. You're actually filling your day up with things that you like. Because he was like, if you do nothing, you'll get dragged into anything.
True.
So I was like, whoa, that shit just stuck to me. So if you're doing nothing, and he's made this analogy, he's like, if you're going to the store and you don't know what you're getting, you're gonna be looking at a bunch of different shit. But if you go and you know that you need milk, you're gonna go straight for the milk, pay for the milk, and get the fuck out of there. But if you don't know what you're going to the store for, you're gonna be looking at this and this and that. And that same thing applies in life. If you're just sitting around doing nothing, then anybody can drag you into anything. Like, oh, let's go over here. You're not doing shit, so oh yeah, let's go. Fuck it, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's true. That's a big one. Shit, that's CAC, huh?
Yep.
Shout out to CAC, man. He got it. He definitely. He's been A1, bro. I fucking love hanging out with him and shit. Like,
and that's that's the big homie right there. He's 40 years old. I'm 26, and that's one of my best friends. I kick it with that fool every day, every other day. He's probably one of the only people that I talk to on the daily, and that's because I know that he's been through a lot of shit. That, he wouldn't tell me anything that's gonna hurt me, you know. So,
yeah, I think that's a big one, bro. And it goes back to the, like, planning out your 5 next moves, you know, because it's, you know, like, going day by day, just wondering. It's like, you'll just get dragged by anything. You don't want to do that shit. But my information, bro, this is kind of like very off, but when you take a shit, you know, if you have like a little stool where you put your legs and raise them a little bit, you get the shit can come out a lot better, because you don't want that shit. You don't want shit staying in your, what is it, the colon? You don't want shit staying there, because then that can lead to like stomach aches and shit like that. So that's just something I learned.
So what are you saying people
I tried
do?
out. So when you take a shit, you sit down on the toilet, you're supposed to have your legs a little bit raised. So you're supposed to have it on like a stool, like a little stool, where your legs are like, you know what I'm saying? So
everything can drain out properly?
So everything can drain out properly. That's very important, you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes pieces of shit can stay stuck in your colon, and that's not good for you, you know what I'm saying? So that's just something to keep in mind. I already ordered my little stool on Amazon, because Sometimes you feel like that shit, like you take a shit and it doesn't come down fully. You feel like you still have some shit there, but it doesn't come out.
Man, if those stools want to give us a little sponsorship, you know.
Yeah, for real. We all leave the Amazon links.
Nah, but
in
yeah,
the
that's
bio.
cool. That's cool though, man.
But it's a small little detail.
That's some practical stuff that's good to know.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I actually have one too.
Oh, you got one?
Yeah, my friend sent me this. So he's a close friend. He lives in North Carolina. He said retirement isn't an age. It's when your passive income exceeds your living expenses. So, and he also says build and buy assets that will set you free.
Okay.
So it's like,
And a big one too, now that you mentioned finances and shit, is also, clearing your debt, and then I think David Ramsey mentions it too, like clearing out your debt. That's going to pretty much get you a step closer to financial freedom. You know what I'm saying? So that's my next mission. Pay off credit cards, pay off my car, and just...
That was a relief when I fucking paid off my car.
Yeah, so now it's a matter of taking good care of it so that way you don't have to get into another payment for a good minute. You know what I'm saying? Because...
That's that bullshit right there.
That can drag you. That can definitely drag you, man. So
I guess regarding to financial stuff, that's one of the things that I've been reading on that Life app. Is that you shouldn't. Yeah, basically what Becky told us, like you have to, just because you're approved for a loan this big doesn't mean that you should get the whole thing. Like live below your means. So. That's what I plan on doing right now is getting a small little house in the south side, something that's, I'm not going to go in no crazy debt. Like, yeah, just get something small. I don't got nothing to prove.
Well,
something I can fix and it's cool and I got a backyard and that's it.
Fixer upper.
Yep.
Yeah. Shit, y'all got anything else?
Man, I guess regarding to news, there's that war going on. Did you see that explosion and shit? And
bro, man, that shit is crazy.
There's a lot of sad shit going on in the world. The immigrant kids, right there on the I guess on the border there, it's not going good, man. It's not going good. I guess Biden signed something, and it's.
I don't know. I'm questioning Biden's decisions and shit, and I don't want to get too political, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like somebody...
I think that's worth looking into is that war. I really don't know much about it, but I did start looking into it, and because I seen a video of a building just blowing the fuck up, and I guess, let me see.
I don't know. I just know that I need to get an update on that rocket too that's fallen. You heard that China launched the rocket.
Okay, so Israel and Gaza, that's what the war that's going on. I'm not sure what who started it. I'm not sure, but they blew up a media company. So the reason why they did it is so the war wouldn't be transmitted around the world. So it's I guess anybody that's into politics, that's some good shit to analyze and maybe on the next show we can have somebody call us and tell us what the fuck is going on with that, because
it's getting crazy. Hopefully
Saul would probably be a person to...
Man, it's scary. It's scary.
So
for sure.
I guess with that being said is just appreciate life and be grateful, because there is people that are dying. That building was like on some 9/11 shit, and there's kids in fucking concentration camps. Basically, those immigration camps they look terrible, man. They look like, so be grateful for all the other little things. If you got heat, air, water, food in your refrigerator, be grateful.
For real. But yeah, we definitely got to touch base on that. But I think we're good, man. I don't got any questions right now. I think we covered everything, went straight down to the chase. Y'all got anything else?
That's about it, man. Y'all just.
I don't got anything else.
We have a slapper coming with Becky, the credit queen. I think that was a badass podcast we had.
Yes, because I want to say this one's gonna come out before. So this one, the Becky one's gonna come out this Thursday. And this one might be coming out Tuesday.
Okay, so if there's any topics you guys want us to touch on, any videos y'all want us to react to, whatever y'all want us to do, just on the next one we might have to bust a freestyle, fuck around.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, man, big shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving this revamp shit. Big shout out to Marcos.
Coles.
No, I'm playing. New member of the team, but we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. We're going to keep bringing the content to you guys, so y'all stay on the lookout for that. So, peace.
Peace.